Elle from the Williams-Sonoma Test Kitchen, and today I'm excited to introduce you to our new All-Clad Collective line of cookware by whipping up a personal favorite and cozy classic, Italian pork ragu over creamy polenta. Before we get cooking, I'm going to tell you why I chose this specific cookware for this specific dish. The All-Clad Collective is really unique because it combines all the bonded technologies that All-Clad has developed over the past 50 years. What's really cool about these pans is that the interior construction for each pan has actually been specifically engineered for the type of cooking that you'll actually be doing in them. The sauce pans feature 5-ply stainless steel with a copper core, which means they heat up and distribute that heat really quickly and evenly. And finally, we have our sauteuse and our rondeau. They feature a 3-ply stainless steel with a thick gauge aluminum core. So I'm just gonna heat up my pan and just add a little oil. I also have my pork ribs bone in here. I always like to use bone in, it just adds a lot of depth of flavor. Now that my oil is hot, I'm going to add the ribs right to the pan. I just want them to get a really nice sear. I really love how evenly this pan cooks. You know that they'll be ready to turn when they no longer resist the tool. I'm gonna take my last batch of ribs out of our pan. Great, now that all my ribs are done, I'm just gonna set them aside and just pour off all but about 2 tablespoons of the fat that's rendered from that meat. I'm just gonna put my pan over medium heat and add my combination of onion, celery, and carrot, which in French cuisine is called a mirepoix. Now that my vegetables are nice and softened, I'm just gonna deglaze the pan and just let this absorb. I'm gonna add some diced tomatoes and add the ribs right back to the sauce. Now just cover my braise and let it gently simmer for about 2 hours. So for my polenta, I have 6 cups of chicken stock up to a boil. Whisking constantly, I'm just gonna add my polenta and just let this kind of all combine. I'm just gonna let this cook until it thickens up nicely over low heat while I fry up some sage. I'm just gonna add a couple leaves at a time, just so they begin to sizzle. And you're gonna wanna pull them just before they look done, before they're totally brown. You want them just to be crisped up because they'll continue to cook once I take them off heat. I'm just gonna finish off the polenta by adding a few tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna season it, of course. And then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. Everything's ready and it's time to plate. I'm gonna add a nice helping of our polenta. With so many cookware options out there, it can be overwhelming. So it's nice to take some of the guesswork out of it when it comes to choosing the right pan for the kitchen task at hand and the right pan for you. The All-Clad Collective will give you the cookware support you need to cook with confidence and precision. To get these recipes and learn more about the All-Clad Collective, head to williamssonoma.com.